reach halftime. Hawks lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's KD. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 10 points for KD.
Just working his way inside there. Durant so good at just finding his shot all over the court.
Johnson lays it up off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 6. A 3 from Porzingis. Drains it from beyond the arc. Porzingis has got 19 points.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Johnson in the corner. Down low. The kick out to Young. Jacks up a 3. Şengün with the rebound. It's trailed by 4. Riza Shea has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And Durant gets double teamed. And taken away by Johnson. 3-on-3. An easy 2 points on the layup. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Van Vliet with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Outside Durant. And Şengün throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Trains the three-pointer. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Hawks shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Here's Johnson. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Johnson, a wide open look. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. To the inside. Rebound by Alexander Walker. The Hawks leading by 7. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
First team foul.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Here's Alexander Walker. Screened by Porzingis. Going inside to the left wing. Back to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Porzingis, here we go. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Rockets trailed by 7. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Davison. Holiday looking over the floor. Here's Davison. Here's Şengün. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Şengün's got 12 in the game. Alexander Walker with the ball. The shot will not fall. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Hawks on top, up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Young outside, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. It's trailed by 5. Here's Finney-Smith.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Young drives in. Count it. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 assists. Inside, here's Capella. Pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Holiday. And some nice passing there by Houston. Durant, money from deep.
KD could sit out there all day and nail threes if the defense lets him.
Here's Okongwu. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And the Hawks lead by 4. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now, Hallie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Young, good.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
To the paint, Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And he gets it, one to go.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
Durant. And he does not hit. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Hawks making a switch here. Here's Thompson. Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Porzingis. They lead by 7. Smith, strong move off the glass.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
Beyond the arc, buries the deep ball.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Durant. Durant responding from 3.
So when you need a bucket, he's your guy.
Takes advantage. That J is good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Young outside. Lets loose a 3. A three-pointer. Good.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Outside Porzingis. Count the basket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hawks.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, when you look at the huge impact he had, Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Welcome to Brooklyn, New York. The Nets playing host at Barclays Center as they look for a win at home. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
There's Thomas with the three. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Demon. Shoots the three. Porter, no luck.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Down low. And finished off by Porter.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Now, here's Thomas. Outside, Porter. Shot clock at 6. Crafty move. And too long on the shot. Here's Oklahoma City now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Porter. And the layup's good off the glass.
And he's just adept at scoring it in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Brooklyn trailing. Outside, Porter. Screen by Claxton. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 6.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Here's SGA. And the rejection by Claxton. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused the beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you, Kevin.
That's certainly a nightmare to contain.
Oklahoma City. Thanks for being with us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Now here's Fox. Offline with a three. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite. Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Ivy outside. That three's off the mark. Fox outside. Pass to Barnes. Now here's Wembanyama. Covered by Duren. Fades back. Detroit with a rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Cunningham with the ball. Thompson outside. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on De'Aaron Fox. Now here's Fox. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Barnes. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Cunningham. Off target from outside. And stolen by Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Vassell. Outside Barnes. The free ball. Unable to get that one. And the foul called on Harrison Barnes. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
The Pistons trailing. Oh, Fox with a steal.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Well, Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Brian, back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Ali, thanks very much for the report. Here's Wembanyama, following the score by Detroit. Good on the bucket.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Ivy goes in. Barnes with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 4. Fox with the ball. Picked up by Cunningham. And it's Fox missing. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Tim, you've been vocal in your praise for Cade Cunningham, and rightfully so.
Well, B.A., on any given night, Cade can be the best player on the floor. He scores, he makes plays, he rebounds, and he processes things quickly. He always seems to be under control.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Harper. for three. The rebound by Detroit. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Robinson can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 2. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Harper. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And when Dylan Harper's dad, Ron, won 5 NBA titles, he was a great player, and I think a lot of that competitiveness rubbed off on Dylan.
Here's Cunningham, and a nice finish on the layup. Cunningham's got 6.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Spurs.
The Spurs. 11.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man. Just great selfless basketball.
And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range. Not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the 3 could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
The shot by Sohan, no good. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. He nails it, and we're tied. And that's 12 points for Cade Cunningham. To the left side wing. Sohan. No good from outside. And it's Detroit with the ball. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Here's Harper. And he throws it down with one hand.
Yeah, showcasing his athleticism on that jam. Harper loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Here's the Pistons with the ball. They trail by 1. Back to Robinson. Cunningham on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Over Fox. And again, the Pistons missing. San Antonio with the ball. Fox on the take. And Fox powers it home.
Showing off the major hops. Wow. Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Spurs lead by 3. Pass to Harper. It's good. Harper's got 10.
And we saw it from Harper in college. He's a 3-level scorer, effective inside when he needs to be. He sees the tall defender, and he just gets more aggressive.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. San Antonio making a change here. And it's the Spurs ball. 3-point lead. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back over to you, Brian.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Oh, my goodness!
Wow!
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Thompson goes in. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's Johnson. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
To the middle. Stolen by Wembanyama. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor.
Yeah, and it's Wembanyama's length that leads to the steal and gets them out and running.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's Cunningham with a three. They get it again. Harris outside. Thompson outside. Here's Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit. Tries the spin move. And so the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. Back to the game after this break.
27.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Pass to Thompson. Vassell with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 6. And here's Barnes. And here's Fox. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Wembanyama, high post. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Takes it inside. Here's Thompson. Good work defensively by Castle. On offense, here is San Antonio. 6-point game. Goes back up. Out to Fox. Castle outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. You look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter. And then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham the prototype guard these days.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Now Cunningham. He's got 19. And again, no good by Detroit.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Things are starting to come together for them, and the lead is starting to grow, too.
And they need to stay aggressive on defense so they can protect that lead with everything they've got.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Robinson.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
Back to Cunningham. Pass to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
San Antonio leading by 6. Here's Fox. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Everything Fox does is so fast. Makes him very difficult to guard without fouling.
He hits the second from the line. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
For 3, Robinson. He drops it from range. Robinson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Fox. Outside Barnes. San Antonio moving the ball around. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Duren, the screen. Out to Harris. Back to Ivy. Outside Robinson. 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. And he comes up with a bucket.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Now here's Fox. He's got 5. Pass to Castle. Barnes a screen. Castle attacking. The Spurs rebound. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And San Antonio making a change here. Pistons trail by 4. Now here's Cunningham. Wembanyama with some nice D. Pass to Harper. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
With the drive. No good from 11 feet. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Spurs out in front. Up 4. We'll take a quick break and then get you.
32. The Sparks. 36.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Spurs lead by 4. 3-pointer, Fox. The rebound by Stewart. Cunningham with the ball. Picked up by Cornette. Pass to Robinson. Back to Cunningham. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Now returning on the floor,
It's Fox with a drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
Such a terror on the drive. Fox possesses blow-by speed, getting past defenders in a hurry.
Bryant, right side. LeVert with a rebound. Pistons trail by 6. Here's the 3. Sohan with a rebound. On the wing, Fox to the paint. Cornet. And there's the slam.